God, I have gas.
I actually need to fill my tank up.
Oh.
No? You didn't like that one?
I went to a full serve today. Full send. And it was uncomfortable. Like, it was one older man filling up the tank, and then the other man just standing there with the debit machine, like, humming. And then came to, like, 48 something. And I originally wanted to put in, like, 60. I was like, 60 regular, whatever the tea is, what the fuck. And he was like, oh, enough left over for happy hour. They both giggled, and I was like, it was like 8 a.m. Like, it was actually 8 in the morning. It was weird.
Welcome back.
Hey!
This is nonsense.
Lola! It's hard. It's so hard for me.
Gas station at 8 a.m. are different.
It was uncomfortable.
Did you turn up my gain?
No.
Oh.
But you turned up your gains.
Did you touch my gain? I can't. Which way was it? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I don't remember, but welcome back. September 20... What day is it today? 24th.
It's almost October, which is fucked up.
Let me tell you something. I was supposed to get a new phone today. And I'm so bad at it. I honestly got in the car, and it was one of those things where you hype yourself up for it. Like, on the way there, I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah,
I was like, getting a new... I was tossing my old phone at the seat. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I was like, I'm getting a new phone in 2 minutes. It's so funny how quick you don't give a fuck. Like, the only reason I didn't just get a new phone today... So, let me get backstory here. My backup for my old phone was taking so fucking long, and I had a time period from 1 till 5 where an employee at Apple could have given me a discount because they were working that shift, and then I didn't realize my backup would take so long, and I didn't realize I needed a whole new update on my computer for both my iTunes and my full-on computer, so I was like, this is gonna be like 8 hours. Didn't make it. Where was I going with that?
This was the backstory of why you didn't get the phone.
And I just... and I was supposed to get an iPhone 11, and I have a 7. So on the way there, I thought I was trading it in. I was tossing it around. I don't give a fuck. And then by the time I got there, like, I was realizing I had no phone in the near future. And that crushing moment where you're like, I'm gonna get it. And then you're like, so I'm really not getting a phone in this bitch, eh?
Yeah, and then you gotta go home with your 7, and you're like...
Then I tossed around, and my 7's looking at me, being like... Yeah, they always come back, bitch.
You thought you were getting rid of me?
Like a toxic ex.
Us in the vlog being like, I want a new phone.
So bad.
And then now being like, it did not
turn out how I wanted it to go. So, which is literally such a first world problem. But I got in the car and I was like, am I gonna cry? Like, it wasn't that serious, but it felt like that. And I was like...
Literally any minor inconvenience
anything
nowadays.
like that. I was like, this fucking sucks, man.
Getting my period in, like, a week, my boobs are a little tender, which is, like, my week before.
I think mine's a week, too. We might be on the same schedule.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm not on birth control anymore,
Night shift.
Working up the night shift.
Do you know what I listened to today when I drove? Is ain't nothing going on but the rent. You got to have a J-O-B if you want to be with me. Ain't nothing going on but the rent. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. It was just looking for one of those meme pages. It was, like, the title was like, oh, I'm about to cry. And it was this little puppy, and he had been freshly groomed, and they put on, like, a little tuxedo outfit on him because his, like, new, like, parents were coming to pick him up. And they never showed. And they have to find someone new to take him now.
What kind of dog is he?
I don't know, but cute.
I mean,
really
it won't
cute.
be hard for him to get taken.
No, but, like, it was sad. It wasn't that sad, but I was like,
I watched, there's these videos that come up on my side, like, YouTube recommendations. It'll be like, Pitbull saved from blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I want to see it so bad, but I don't want to be upset. So then I watched this one where they rescued a pitbull who was literally left in a cage in an abandoned apartment. Like, if you're gonna leave the dog, at least leave them at a shelter, you know what I mean? Or if you're too shitty of a person to just leave, or, like, go too far to a shelter, just leave them outside of, like, someone's door.
Yeah.
Or something. Like, don't leave them in a cage where they can't get out.
I just saw a video of someone finding, like, a newborn baby tied up in a plastic bag. I was like,
Which happens all the time, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Which is so fucked.
Like, the baby was, like, alive
fresh
and everything, so hopefully it hadn't been there that long. God. But could you imagine? So sad.
Oh, did we get that? It's so awful. So those videos where they save the dog, like the first half, they had me in the first half. I'm not gonna lie. Like
no, I love those ones.
They feel so good in the end, but in the beginning, I'm like, how could someone be that shitty?
Yeah.
You know, like you could be shitty enough to abandon your. Oh my god, you're.
Yeah.
But like,
at least some of them, you're like, who knows? Maybe the puppy just got lost from its mother, and it was like a stray dog.
Yeah. There was one too that they were at an abandoned campsite, and he was just chained to the tree. It had been like a week. But then when he saw them, he started wagging his tail, and they were all happy. Aww. And then the next door neighbor, it was like some sketchy apartment complex. The next door neighbor, as they were bringing the pit bull out and like into the van, he was like, "That dog's fine, blah blah blah." Like, ugh. his owner's just gone away for like a week. He's fine. And they were like, "He's not fine."
That's horrible.
I know. There
was one that was like a woman, like every day drove by this dog chained to a tree. Like, you could tell, like, the dog had never been inside.
Yeah.
Never been bathed. Like, barely fed. She would always bring him water and food.
Oh, my God, the honey.
And then finally one day she was like, this dog is mine.
I'm taking this goddamn dog. There was a cat at the clinic this weekend. A mama. She was pregnant. Oh. She had a big belly. It was, like, her 7th litter. And she had, like, the next door neighbor had taken the cat. Because she had been in the backyard for, like, 2 weeks, pregnant with no food. The family went away. She had a full litter of cats, like 10 cats, and ate 5 of them.
8? Oh.
Because she was so hungry. So she took the cat from outside. She was like, fuck y'all, and take this cat to Animal Alert. So the mama, she was so cuddly. She ate so much. I was feeding her. I had so many tins of wet food. I was like, bap. She was watching me scoop. I was like, another one, bap. Like, she was fattened up, which felt so good because she was like purring as she was eating.
That's so sad.
Apparently they didn't leave her, or they kicked her out because she was peeing and pooping like on the carpet and shit. And then they were like, we want to see if she goes in the litter, and she went to the bathroom in the litter. So like I was like, there's obviously something that was going on at home that made her uncomfortable and like uneasy. There's probably so many instances where people just don't listen to their pets.
Yeah.
Like the signs, and they're like, so they've got to go.
Did I tell you that, because, like, when I was born, we had a cat?
Yeah, you told me this.
Yeah.
And then, the cat was peeing and shitting everywhere.
Yeah, and they got rid of her.
Probably because she was pissed that you guys were there.
No, the reason was they put a baby gate up so that me and Mark couldn't go down the stairs.
And so she couldn't...
The litter was down, couldn't get to the litter.
And y'all gonna blame the cat.
Not one person put 2 and 2 together. Well, I mean...
You're the baby, and you're like, It's not
like my dad would have cared, and my mom was busy raising 5 children, so...
Oh, my heart goes out to all you cats.
And, like, they found a home.
I know,
it's not like they were
you know that cats just know, and animals just know, and they're like, wait, where am I going?
I know.
And you're like...
Well, did I tell you that one time my mom was taking Mila for a walk, and they went to go get ice cream from this place in Strathroy. Mm-hmm. And my mom said there was this girl who looked just like me. Yeah. And Mila was, like, freaking out towards her, like, trying to get towards her. Yeah. Ooh. She was like, she looked just like you.
Dude, they know.
My baby.
Makes you feel so good. You're like, oh, they really do know. When I got home today, I was like, Finny! And he comes to my voice. He gets up. I was laying down in my room, and just by chance, I don't know if he knows his name yet, but I'll be sitting there, and I was like, Finny Bobini. And then I waited a second, opened my eyes, and he was right there. And I was like, oh. I want to get him a orange and black plaid ascot for, like, Halloween.
Oh, I love that.
He would look so cute. Yeah. That's what I was most hyped up about the phone for. I was like, the photos of Finny.
Oh, the photos.
Like, the fall photos of Finny. And Lola would take lovely fall photos. I want them to meet because he's just as playful as her. Mm-hmm. And, like, I hope they would get along.
I would hope so.
And he's a very, very sweet boy. Like, I put him in front of Reki Roo, and my dad was holding him, but he was just like, he didn't care at all.
He's pretty chill.
They booped noses, and Reki was chill. Reki didn't care. So, he's a chill cat.
I mean, she's good with Mila.
Yeah, and if she's good with Milo, she'll be good with Finny.
Right?
I want to see what he's like with other cats. Hopefully he doesn't try to fuck her.
Just take him to the dog park.
I've thought about taking him on a walk. I have, like, a leash and a little collar I could attach to him, but, like, I don't want to get his little paws all dirty and, like, on the gravel.
I take Lola on a walk with a leash, but, like, because she's been so accustomed to being outside and not on a leash, I bet you she'd just be like, what the
She'd be
fuck?
like, we ain't moving till you take this off.
Till you take this off.
Till you take this off.
Yesterday she was like, she went up onto the gazebo, she went up onto the shed.
Damn, I saw that. I was like, bitch, she is flying.
Like, every once in a while I'd go outside and be like, Lola!
Rocket Man!
Just to see where she is. Because I don't want her to, like, leave the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while she would, like, poke her head up and I was like, oh, we're good?
Okay.
And then I'd go back inside.
Hell yeah, I see you. You see me?
She doesn't always come, though, to my call. So I'm like, you're not
To your
allowed
coup.
to be...
Well, you just gotta keep working at it.
Well, she's still
Does she respond to, like, treats? Like, maybe a treat bag?
Not really.
Finn
No,
doesn't
she
give a
She
damn.
doesn't really care about them.
She doesn't give a damn. He doesn't give a damn about treats.
Like, even the neighbor's cat, I, like, shake the bag, and she was like, oh. Lola?
That's cheesecake.
Like, sometimes I put the treat in front of Lola, and she's like, I
Yeah.
have to, like, play, like,
Isn't
I have to,
that
like,
weird?
toss it and, like, let it bounce for her to, like,
So
hunt
weird.
it.
We, babysat Ben's landlord's cats, and one of them is Darla. She's got a little nub for a tail, and it's legit, like all the time. She's fat, but, like, if you whip a treat across the room, she's like, and, like, books it. It was so funny. And then the other cat is Job, and he just grazes. He can have a full bowl of food, and he could be starving, but he'll eat, like, 2 or 3 pieces, and then wait, and then, like, walk away and come back, like, every time. Even his owner was like, he'll just graze. Like, just give him what you want. It was great. Pretending you have 2 cats of your own. Job and Darla. I mean, I have 1 cat. Oh, Finnegan.
Yeah, I would die for Lola. I wouldn't, actually.
Ben called me before I came here. Like, not my Ben, but my brother Ben. I guess he is... I don't know. So, he called me and he was like... He was, like, panting a little bit, and I was like, what's wrong? Like, what did you do? And he's like, Can you get dinner done? And I was like, what's going on? And he's like, we did shrooms today. And we are tripping. He was like, I've got turkey in the slow cooker. Like, I can't come home. Like, can you just finish it? So I was, like, pulling the turkey apart with forks and, like, putting it together. He was freaking out, panting. And Mitch was playing piano in the background. I was like, what is that going on in the background? The vibes were just... I don't know how to explain it.
I haven't done shrooms.
I haven't either.
We keep talking about it.
I know, it's just, he was like, I'm freaking out a little bit, because his friend Josh started freaking out a little bit, and I was like, well, just fucking calm Josh down. Get the fuck over there. Calm him down. But you could hear the panic in his voice.
Have a lollipop.
Have a lollipop. I don't know, something.
Why don't you eat a banana and sit outside for a while?
Did you hear that too?
Oh, I was like...
That was me. I'm Tootie! I don't know what to tell you. I've got gas. I don't know what to say.
Well, now when I have my stomach pains, it's just gassy. Like, I have to, like, pulsate my stomach.
Yeah. Palpate.
Yeah, what did I say?
Palpate. You said pulsate. Palpate?
Palpate? I meant, yeah,
I think palliative is what
just
you
say talk.
Girl.
Just say talk.
Rest in peace, Chi-Chi.
Oh.
I saw a video of her today.
Not what I said that. It was Judy.
The video of Wendy Williams going, oh, she passed away?
Oh.
All right. I saw a video of Chi-Chi today, and I'm, like, on stage performing, and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe she's passed away.
Right?
That was in the midst of, like, a bunch of shit going on, too, so I was like, we lost Chi-Chi, we lost this, like...
Speaking of, can you believe that an officer was charged for shooting the neighbor's wall of Breonna Taylor's house, but no one was charged for the murder?
For the murder of her?
Like...
Where's the justice?
And then, when they, like, posted that, they deployed cops, in preparation for another protest.
It's almost like they know,
think...
you know what you're doing, and you, like, they know that they just want to create, like, a...
Like, of course the people are angry.
Yeah, hello.
Of property is more important than someone's
and
life.
they know that they're, like, preparing...
Fucking ridiculous.
America's fucked. I mean, most countries are fucked. We're all going down to hell in a handbasket is what I always say, but...
In hell we'll be in good company.
See, the only thing that bothers me about going to hell is, not me, but I'm like, what's gonna happen to Finny? You know what I mean? Or Recky Roo. Like,
All pets go to heaven. The Pope
that's
said so.
That's... If the Pope said it, baby. Bitch, you need to bring that fireball. I keep looking at it and I'm like, we need to bring that upstairs for Paige next time she's here. Because she's been here a million times.
Yeah, does fireball go bad? No. Right?
It ages like fine wine. Oh, age.
Oh, age.
Oh, age. Love you, age.
I brought home, like, half a bottle of wine the other day. Because it was going to go bad if no one drank it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to bring it home. From work, that is. And I was like, I think I was editing the vlog. It was just like the final things that I need to do. And I was like editing, sipping on wine. And I hadn't eaten. By the end of my, like, 2 glasses, I was like,
Mama is drunk. Red wine hits you different too. Was it red? Yes.
It was red. And then I wasn't going to smoke, but I was already feeling good. I was
You're like, light her up.
I haven't smoked in like 4 days though.
Bitch, good for you.
Have you been
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm good. I feel like a bird who's found her new tootie wings.
Yeah.
Did you catch that? Guys, I've been so tootie.
I'm not gonna lie though. Like, when I go to bed, I'm like...
That feeling of smoking before bed is unmatched.
Oh,
and it's...
especially last night, because I got a lot of, like, things done. I, like, organized a bunch of stuff, and, like, my room was freshly clean.
And
my bed was made. The lights were on, candle lit. And I was like, a joint would be
so nice. I just need to...
But I want to take the break.
Take a break to get a little grip and be like, bitch, you need to save some money. And then maybe when I, like... Because... So Ben's friend Alex is going to plan on moving out to they're getting like a house or something. He just got a job as a cop. And his girlfriend's like 19 at Fanshawe. And like, he thinks he's all of that right now. Like he's, maybe, is he subscribed to this? he is a cop, like he got the job.
He is subscribed to this. You better be a good cop, you fucktard. I heard
Bang!
in my life.
You better work. So him and his girlfriend want to buy a house. Anyways.
And she's 19?
She's 19.
I mean, some people are at different stages in their life.
I mean, some people, like, do different things, and that's, like, super fine for them. But we don't want to do that. We wanted to move into an apartment, so we, like, want to take over their apartment, because then we could, like, sublet, which would be a lot easier than trying to find our own, like, one bedroom. Like, it's a really nice apartment? It's nice. It's, like, 1 bedroom with a den. It's, like, an open concept, like, very pretty. It's one of the new ones off of Hyde Park.
Do you know how much it is a month?
It's, like, $1,500, $1,600. Not bad.
For 2 people? Not bad, yeah.
So, like, utilities and everything included. So, we want to take that over. Where was I going with this? Oh, so I want to be able to, like... Oh, okay. I want to be able to, like, maybe have, like, a cute little pipe or something, you know? Or, like, or, like, have a controlled smoking, like, habit, I guess, when I have my own place.
I think for me, joints are where it's at.
They are, yes. Joints are where it's at.
So I bought oil.
What happened? Like, what? How did it come? Like, what did it look like?
So it's like a little black bottle, and then it's got like a controlled top, and they give you 2 1-milliliter syringes. So like 1 dose is 1 millimeter.
Bitch, they send you home with
You gotta put
syringes.
the syringe in, tip it upside down, like pull it. I felt like such a fucking crackhead.
Where you're like, bloop.
Like, one of the reasons I haven't bought a bong is because, 1, bong rips fuck me up. I mean, like, I could have one and it'd be like,
You never know,
equivalent.
though. See, what's scary about a bong rip is, like, you're like, here we go. And you just light it and you go, and then it's over.
Well, like, every time I don't have a bong, so every time I do hit a bong, I always forget that, like, you don't have to, like, go balls to the wall.
Yeah, you can just take a slow
inhale. I think I remember the last time I took a bong rip, I, like, inhaled for a really long time and, like, really pulled it. And Mark was like, damn. Like, he wasn't expecting me to. I was like, was that too much?
And then after you're like,
was that too much, Roxy? Like, he's always like, if I stop in after work before I go back to my dad's, he's like, do you want to hit?
And you're like,
and I was like, I can't take this shit and drive. Are you
bitch,
fucked?
I'll be fucked.
He's like, it's 1 hit.
No, you don't know. It's a bong hit.
But yeah, so one of the reasons I haven't bought a bong is that, and also I feel like since it is so quick and accessible, I feel like I need to become a pothead.
Oh, but you just be like,
with a joint, I gotta grind, I gotta
glass smells a lot less than a joint does too. So like glass is easier to just be like, I'm just gonna smoke this quick. And
well, that doesn't bother me because I still smoke in my room.
Yeah, but if you wanted like a quick little thing.
Yeah, but so I went to I went to Tokyo Smoke.
As you do.
To get edibles, because I know that they have edibles. Which reminds me, I just need to go to Oneida if I want to.
Are they not? Were they not good?
I just want. Well, I was looking at them, and it was $8 for one gummy. And I was like,
it's
okay.
Pricey.
I was like, if it's a good gummy.
But it's probably not. It's 10 milligrams or some shit like that.
Yeah, 10 milligrams. So the guy's like, hey, do you need anything? And I was like, when this says 10 milligrams, it really do be 10 milligrams. It's not 10 milligrams per foot.
Yeah, like fruit by the foot. What's that?
He was like, no, the whole gummy's 10 milligrams.
That's ass.
I was like,
call up Rosie.
I was like, so this isn't, he was like, no, it does nothing. I was like, because, I was like, I think I normally take anywhere between, 40 and 60
anywhere.
For gummies. For
4 to 6 gummies.
Rosie's edibles, I take, 300.
Yeah, yeah. One brownie of Rosie's is, 600.
And he was like, no, I take, 300. He was like, I honestly generally don't recommend this. He's like, if you want to get, the bang for your buck, get the oil. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm sure it's, one little drop or whatever. And so he sells it to me because I'm so impressionable.
When you're there,
I can be sold something.
When it's under the lights and the music's going, he's like, well, I've got this right here. I can pull it up. And you're like, let's see it.
Yeah,
I'm all for it.
The music's going, the lights going, bang, 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 bang.
It's addictive. And then they're treating you like a prince. You're like, I have all the money in the fucking world. Where are we spending it on, you know?
Yeah, and it's
I dangerous.
Just got the, come here, you have, dust in your whisker. So he sold me it, and then I go home, and I really felt like a fucking crackhead.
Yeah, the syringe.
I think I would too. I think it's Snapchat too.
You did.
I was like, should I be putting this in a tea?
Yeah, you were like,
pop that right in my mouth.
I'm gonna put it in a tea. You didn't put it in a tea.
It feels like a lot, but I just and then you swallow it.
Yeah, it's just like a little medicine. What's the tea?
I was like, oh, this ain't shit.
Yeah.
But it just takes a very long time to kick in. But when it does, it fucks you up.
Yeah, a good amount.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
So I had that, and then you were like, okay, I'm quitting.
Yeah. Did you set a timer?
Do you want to quit with me? Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to quit with me? And I was like, yes.
Because you need that.
But then I was sitting at home, and I was like,
well, honestly, to your benefit, if it was sitting right there and you just bought it, you're like, it's just sitting there.
I literally just bought it.
It's just sitting there. I might as well use it.
So I took another hit of that. And then Mark came over the other day. He was like, oh, what's this? And I was like, take it. Just take it.
Take that.
Didn't even ask him for money.
How much was it?
It was 46.
Yeah, I would imagine it's kind of pricey.
So 1 milliliter is around 30 milligrams. And there's about 30 hits in it. So it wasn't bad.
No.
He was right. You really do get your bang for your buck.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, no,
take it.
I don't need this.
No. Well, we're on that.
Oh.
Hey, I'm not against a social smoke every now and then.
I kind of got back into buying pen refills.
Yeah.
But then when I do pen refills, I also smoke more.
Yeah.
So I think joints are good for me. Not to mention, I get my weed for free from Merck.
From Merck, yeah.
I don't need to be spending dollars on this.
I walked by my brother's weed. There's 3 weed plants in our backyard. That shit's dank. I opened the window in the basement and I was like, holy shit. And I walked by and they're already budding flowers and everything. And I was like, this looks like it's almost ready.
Oh, you know why I brought this up? When you mentioned pipes. So Em came over the other night and she brought her pipe. I dead ass forgot how to hit a pipe.
The pole?
The hole. I'm I'm lighting it and I'm inhaling and I'm like,
something's missing
and
here.
Halfway through I'm like, yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, totally.
She told me the last time, she was like, the hole.
When Em has to tell us how to do weed.
I know. And she goes,
do weed. Don't do weed.
The hole, sweetie. Right there. And I was like, got it.
Well, you're a pen girl. I'm a pen joint gal. I'm a joint girl.
I'm a pen gal.
I can still roll my joints.
Yeah.
But I bought a 60-pack of pre-rolled cones from...
You'll never have to lift a finger again.
I was like, best purchase
ever. It's so easy. You're just like...
Oh my god, I had a dream that I was with, my cousin, my grandma, and my dad. And my cousin was, smoking. And I, was like, oh, last time I hit a pipe or whatever.
Is this Bruna?
Probably.
Yeah.
It was, one of those dreams where it's, these are the people, but, it wasn't actually my grandma, but it was my grandma.
You're like, that's her.
And, my dad was just staring at me. Talk about weed. It felt real.
Yeah. And you're like, God, this is so
Not that I care anymore.
Exotic.
There's times where Mark walks in my room and he's like, it's dank in here. And I was like, I don't
Did he
give
say that?
a fuck. Yeah, every time Mark comes in my room, he says it's dank.
Oh.
But sometimes I, like, freshly smoke, and I'm like, yeah. But
Nice.
I open my window, I light a candle. By the next morning...
It's good.
Well, you know what? The thing is, because I smoke at night, my dad leaves before I open my door.
Yeah.
So by the time I open my door and then he comes home, it's like
Plus,
it's like a full 24 hours.
What's he gonna do when he opens the door?
48
Just
hours.
stare at you for a minute and then leave?
Yeah, like,
Done.
Unless I was like smoking
Straight up
in the
smoking
act.
in there, he'd be like,
Even
what
then, I don't know.
I think he'd be more pissed about the carpet or like
one of two. It would either be like, don't ever do that again, or it would just be like,
you'd be like,
because
good
the
night.
thing is, it's like, I've been doing this for a year. You ain't never noticed? Look. Try me. You know?
Try me.
So,
Oh,
I'm
toot.
not too. Oh, my leg. Fuck.
We should just name this episode Toot.
Toot toot shaboot.
I've been tooting all over the place, to be honest with you. Gassy. Gas X.
Oh.
You know what song I have stuck in my head? This is weed, pot, cannabis Mary Jane. Ain't nothing cool about what it can do to your brain.
I don't know what that is.
It's from TikTok.
Oh.
It messes with your memory. Who the who are you? And when it comes to solving problems, what can I do?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's a good song.
That's catchy.
It's a good song. See? You know what? Your phone's listening, so now that I said that, TikTok will load it right up.
Of course.
What do you think about TikTok being banned in the States in like 39 some odd days?
Yeah, they keep pushing that back.
Like it's a real political thing. I keep pushing that back. The T is there will be just we'll stop like updating it, so it'll slowly like fade out.
Oh,
Kind of like TikTok did. Rest in peace.
fine.
Or fine. What are we gonna do without Charlie D'Amelio, our queen?
Or the sister,
Addison Rae, Dixie D'Amelio.
Dixie.
What am I gonna do without a bad bitch? Addison Rae, Lil Shawty the baddest, and she got her ways.
Oh my God, Pierre's TikTok.
He's got TikTok?
Is just like
Put it away.
girls dancing,
Yeah.
girls bikinis,
Yeah.
girls bending over.
Yep.
It's disturbing.
It's disturbing. Isn't it?
Because like I don't get any of that because I have like my algorithm.
And then you realize how many, like, even Ben, I have my algorithm on Instagram that's just, like, dogs, or it's, like, a nature, or it's, like, a vegan food dish or whatever. And I'm like, this is so nice. And he's like, look at the algorithm.
on your
On my, like, explore page.
Yeah.
And then on his, it's literally, every time he's refreshed it, every single time, it's, like, some girl just dancing naked or whatever. And I'll be like, what is this?
What are you looking?
It's only on his main account, but then when he goes to, like, his Steezy Skis, which is, like, his other account, he won't have any of that. He'll have, like, snowboarding or other stuff and all. He's like, I don't know what it is. Like, it's literally so weird. And I was just like, it's fine. It's just...
Sure it is.
It's just weird.
That's funny.
I love pretending to do that. I read a tweet the other day, and it was a picture of, like, a fish sleeping, like, turning its back to another one. And it was like, babe, I was just kidding. And then the girl being like, nah, my forehead bigger than my ass, right? Nah, because my forehead bigger than my ass, right?
Hubert just sent me a meme because, like, he always slaps my ass.
Mm-hmm.
So there's times where, like, it'll be right there and he won't. And I'll be
Yeah.
like, are you okay?
You're like, what's wrong with it?
And there was just this meme, the girl's, like, bent over, like, brushing her teeth or something, and the guy, like, walks by her, like, grabs something and leaves. And then it just cuts to her, like, crying. He's
Like, what did I do wrong?
Dead ass, though. Like, sometimes... Like, he'll be behind me, and my ass is, like, waiting. You know when you're, like,
Quivering.
waiting for
Yeah,
it?
you know, you clench up, your booty cheeks get all quivery and sweaty. Goosey bumps.
Goosey woosies.
Ben does it every time because I'll, like, swipe his cheeks, like, right between the middle. And he'll, sometimes it just fucks with him now. He'll turn around and be like, don't swipe! And I'm like, I wasn't even.
He's got cake, though.
He's got cake. He's
Hubert
cake.
has little, rock, hard butt cheeks.
Butt cheeks. Ben has, like, Ben's a bottom. Ben's bottom heavy. So, like, his legs are, like, he's got, like, nice quads, and they're, like, muscular, and his legs are larger than his torso and upper half. So, like, where was I going with that?
He's a...
Oh, so he needs those legs to support his cake.
Ah.
That's what it... We were driving the other day, and someone's license plate was just cake.
Oh, I love that.
I love that.
Yeah, good for them.
So since I got my grandpa's car, my license plate is Squidward. I get the Squidward plates.
What kind of car is it?
It's just a Honda Civic.
When do you get it?
One.
You already got it.
It gets safetied October 1st.
Wow.
Excuse me, Cocktober. It's that time again.
Yes.
And
Ladies,
December.
It's Cocktober.
My favorite 4 months.
December.
September.
Oh
God. I can't stop quoting what's her fucking name from Arrested Development? Lucille. She just goes, "Oh, who doesn't love the Jews?" Everything she says is so fucking funny.
Schitt's Creek like swept
on the Emmys.
The Emmys, yeah.
Good for them, Queen.
I've never
and
watched
Euphoria.
it, but I know I love it.
I don't know if Euphoria swept it, but I know Zendaya won her crown, honey.
Euphoria's so
She
good.
looked so good.
I can't wait for season 2.
She looked iconic.
I love her. She's
And
sick.
there was a caption on like one of the like People magazine or some shit like that where it was like Zendaya is the youngest winner ever to win, blah blah blah. But it was worded in such a way that they were kind of like, "Can you believe it?" And people were like, "Retweet if you're not mad."
The fuck is that about?
We love our Queen Zendaya.
She's talented.
Sorry about it.
Sorry about it. I'm not sorry about it.
Shake it up. Everybody get out on the floor. It can get a little crazy. Bring the lights up. Bust them doors down. Dust yourself off. Shake it up, shake it up. That was Selena Gomez, fun fact.
That was Selena Gomez.
She was awful in concert, let me tell you.
She was.
Remember that?
We were at the same concert.
Yeah.
She, like, had no voice, though.
She had no voice,
like,
and she called us London, Canada.
She did. She did call us London, Canada.
I mean, she was like a 17-year-old. What can we expect
She
from
was
her?
17. We were on the last legs of her tour, so she lost her voice. So she was completely lip syncing.
Yeah.
And then was like, "Thank you so much, London,
Yeah.
Canada."
And I remember seeing her being like, "Wait a minute."
I don't know. I think my dad got the tickets, but I think he got it, like, through a friend, and they were, like, cheap as shit. So it was me, like, Jess, Sarah, maybe Mark. And I remember Jess was the one who, like, took us, and all of her fans are, like, 8-year-olds.
Yeah.
And it was so high-pitched. Like, she was like, "I need to go get a beer."
I can still see Jess doing
And I
that.
remember being like, "I'm not having fun."
No. I remember, like, I was like, I've been standing a while.
Yeah, when you're like, "What time is it?"
Or you're like, "Ooh, gotta rest the knees." At, like, 8 years old, that's how you know it's not cute.
Yeah.
Like, you remember that you're in pain. You're supposed to forget you're at a concert until you look down and you're like, "Oh, whoa, I've got texts."
Or
like,
she's like, "We have one more song left," and you're like, "No."
yeah, and you're like, "Wait, make it stop." But she was like, "One more song." Or, like, encore. The crowd was like, "Encore." And I was like, "Shut the fuck up."
And we were like, "Let's go. Let's beat the crowd."
Get the bag.
I think we did. I think we were like, last song, we were like, "Let's go."
And then the next day, everyone shows up with merch.
Me after the Demi Lovato concert in high school.
I love her.
Me and Adri both showing up. They'll be in there.
And you're like, are you gay? Are you gay? Are you gay? She's like, oh, look at me.
I have a photo of Hubert doing this. But, like, not on purpose. He was like, it was on my Polaroid, and he was laughing, and he went like, "Stop," but he went like this.
Oh
and then
my God.
I caught him doing this. And
Fuck, that's perfect.
Such a funny
That's
picture.
perfect.
I love it.
I keep telling myself, because I've got the Polaroid camera at Ben's, and I'm like, it's on his shelf, and I'm like, we gotta do that today. Like, I want to take more pictures, and he's like, yeah. And then at the end of each day, I'll get on the bed, and I'll be like, oh, fuck's sakes, are you fucking kidding me? Because I remember buying so much film that
I have
I'm
no
like,
film left, but I have so many. Like, I have a scrapbook that I had from when I was younger. I just filled it up with Polaroids.
Mhm.
I have so many.
yeah, you should make it like a. That's what I would want to do if I had enough time and enough. If I was
And it's fun to go
a
through.
Pottery Barn kind of mom, you
Mhm.
know, with a lot of time and like a wicker chair.
Sure. Nice.
And
Oh, I just burped, but there was no sound.
oh, shout out to
Gas?
gas, nitrogen bubbles, anything ailing you.
Do you have gas?
Speaking of ale, ginger ale is perfect for gas. This video is sponsored by ginger ale. You know what you should listen to is Jason Bateman, Will Arnett.
I already know. I love it. You were telling me about this.
They have a podcast, and Sean, I forget his last name. They have a podcast.
There are so many podcasts.
There's so many.
I would love to listen to.
But I just love listening to Jason Bateman talk, and Will Arnett is so rough in real life. He's like, shut the fuck up, Bateman, or like whatever. Like he calls him Bateman, and it's just funny to hear them talk about their real life. Like Will Arnett will be like, my ex, or like my wife, blah blah blah, and he's talking about like Amy Poehler. I was gonna say Amy Winehouse. May she rest in peace. And it's very funny. It was like Melissa McCarthy, Maya Rudolph, Neil deGrasse Tyson, like a bunch of people. Will Ferrell, they've interviewed. It's just funny, like hearing them just chat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love it. And Jason Bateman's so funny without trying. His like bland voice.
Yeah, I love.
He's such a dad.
He's really funny.
We have to stan.
We have no choice.
We have to stan.
Yeah.
I remember asking Sam if when we were at Barney's, I was like, do we stan Victoria Beckham? She was like, in silence we do. Not vocally, not openly, but we do.
Same her, and I don't know why I thought you were talking about saying Viviana.
Viviano. It was so funny.
What does she know about Victoria Beckham that you don't?
I don't know.
Was it like
I was just asking, we were talking about Victoria Beckham, and I was like, do we stan?
Oh, okay. I thought you were like out of the blue, you were like, I gotta know.
No, it was so funny. We were mentioning like David Beckham or something, and then we talked about Victoria, and I was like, do we stan? She was like, I think we have to, but like quietly.
It's posh.
Well, but I watched an interview with her where she was just so like, it was her own store, and she was like, this is my one piece from 2011.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and you were like,
but that's also just like fashion.
That's just fashion.
Well, on UK Drag Race, what's her face, Spice? I just lost her name.
Ginger Spice.
Jerry. Is Jerry Ginger Spice?
I don't know.
I can't remember. Jerry, Geri.
As you do, yes.
I did not like her. But I was watching with Hubert, and he was like, she's just dumb. So I couldn't tell what it was, but then I realized he was right. She was just, like...
dumb.
Like,
you have such high hopes.
Bouncing around in there.
And then you're like, oh, God, she's really got nothing. Like, once you see it,
I was
they're...
like, what is... I don't...
It's like watching...
Watching,
what's the Pheromone. Like,
I like Pheromone.
I love Pheromone. I'm just like... Before she went on All Stars or anything like that, she was just relying on that body. She was relying on Pretty. Where you were like, oh wait, there's nothing there except your look.
Yeah. You know what I love? Because I watched, like, even... Cause Trixie really loves Farrah. Mm-hmm. But Trixie did the pit stop for her season of All Stars. And it was so funny because Farrah really does just look like a little girl.
She does. Like
she
the
was
flat
like,
chest.
watching the lip sync, she was like, it looks like watching a young girl lip sync against a drag queen.
I'm watching John Benet Ramsey. If she was...
I keep watching TikToks that are like things that have the energy of being gay but aren't. And one of the things was John Benet Ramsey, and I was like, you're so right. Literally every gay person knows who John Benet Ramsey is.
Thank God, because sometimes I mean, let the poor girl rest. Sometimes I'll be walking through, like, the metro and I'll see magazine covers with her face on it, and I'm like, it's
been
up!
Yeah, literally.
Like, give it up. Half of her family's dead. Evidence. Her mom's dead. I think her dad might have died, too. So, like, it just might be the son. I'm not sure.
The murderer, you mean?
You gonna make me say it.
New evidence, bitch.
Honestly, though, have you seen the interview with him? He was, like, smiling. We won't get into it. Listen, we can
I think you should be the, like, documentary.
We should, like, you know what we should do is do, like, a group documentary where we're like, you guys watch this documentary separately, and we'll watch it together, and then we'll kiki about it. And we'll talk conspiracies and things we want. Julia, I know you're listening, and I know you want to do that. And Paige. Shut up, Paige.
You just list people. Julia's story about those sunglasses were so funny.
Fucking funny.
For those of you, because I think it was like a close friend story, but it was an ad for it, like, free sunglasses, and she did it, and it took 6 months to come in. They're like
6 months.
They're like boxy. So she gets them. They're like, she's like, are they cute? No. Am I pulling them off? No.
No, she could, like, they're kind of cute.
Which is so funny because they're like that sometimes things that are, like, chic are also ugly.
Yeah.
But the more she wears them, I'm fucking with them.
I'm fucking with them. Picking them with a big hat.
By the end of, like, her story, she's like, I love them.
Yeah. She's like, oh, they're cute. I don't know what you're talking about.
I messaged her and I was like, the jury has come to a conclusion. We love them.
Absolutely. She's so fucking funny. Yeah.
You wanna, call it a night?
Sure.
Oh! Ow!
I do have, you know what?
What do you got to do? What do you,
I hate when I do this.
What's love got to do with it?
What's love got to do with it? I hate when I do this because I'm like, I've got the whole goddamn day. So I have a lab tomorrow, which is a skill refresher, which I thought was like a chill vibe.
This is in person, right?
This is in person, so we all got to go to school.
Is this your first time going in?
Josh is picking me up tomorrow morning.
That's scurry.
I know. So I'm going in, we have to do, like, IVs and blood transfusions and, like, suctioning and tracheotomy, all that shit.
Tracheotomy?
Trach care, whatever, sorry.
I was like, what? They give me a real life patient.
I'm like,
trach her
now! I need a joint. I'll be right back. I'm taking my 15 so bad.
Wee. When we decided our break's over, we gotta...
Yeah, we will.
A joint.
We will.
We should do a podcast where we
pass
a joint
around. We still have to do that. We will.
Yeah.
Tony, go on vacation.
Yeah, I mean, if it's past his bedtime.
I know. Who knows what animals come out. So I have to go look up my skills and shit, because you need to come in your scrubs, like, you need to come full uniform, balls to the fucking walls, like, blah, blah, blah.
They want you to put your balls on the walls?
They want me to put my balls on the walls, and
That's
I was like, it's gonna be fucking hard, I'm gonna have to spread my cheeks.
Well, your cheeks should be spread already.
I'm trying. Fuck. Anyway, so I've got to prep for that. And it's at 8 a.m. So, like, I hate when it's that early because you're like, I can't even, like, get up early.
You can't even, like, get up and, like, prep.
Like, you could, but you're getting up at the crack of dawn, which Finny will get me up anyways, so. Watch, cut to me at 5 a.m. being like, I might as fucking well, like, just reading. In the dark.
I'm so scared to go back in January.
Listen, it has not been cute. Like, we were in the Zoom call today.
It sounds so simple.
It's not. It's really not. I clicked, like, video, and I was like, oh my god, I'm really gonna be live on this bitch. And I kind of realized I had, like, a sweater on. Finny was in my lap. Like, his ears were just in the frame. It was so cute. I kind of realized I was actually at school, and I was like, oh my fucking god. Like, she was like, so we're gonna get started, like, orientation, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I was like...
Well, like, Nicole just sent us a video, and her teacher was talking to this girl. And
he was hot.
She had a...
Do you see his facial structure?
I did not think he was hot. At all. Different strokes for different folks. But yeah, she had a bearded dragon, and he was like, nice. See, no, those are nicer than geckos. And they were just chatting about it.
Don't compare.
During class. You ever been in a fight with a gecko?
You ever been in a fight with a lizard? What do you say?
Bearded dragon.
Bearded dragon.
Which is just a fancy lizard. God. It's just a lizard with a
bow tie. Oh.
I was gonna say a top hat at
first. That's either Mr. Peanut or the Monopoly Man.
R.I.P. to both.
Fuck. We lost so many people in 2020.
They didn't, when Mr. Peanut was announced dead, it was like the same like weekend that like some other people died. And SNL did a skit and they were in hell. And like a couple of the people were there. They were like Republicans.
Yeah.
They were there. And then Mr. Peanut was there.
Shows up
in hell. And they're like, what are you doing here?
He would.
It was funny.
He deserved it.
It's coming back on October 3rd. Which, it's going to be sad, but I'm excited to see what they do for Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
That's like Ginsburg.
Well, thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, it's been a blast. It's been a Basha blast.
I still haven't had one.
Mountain Dew.
Basha blast.
Or they pronounce Baja.
Oh, is it a Baja blast?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm not Mexicana.
Don't. Chicana.
I'm not a Chicana.
Okay, bye!
Bye!